Hey Sagittarius, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your first week of August reading and I am using the Fountain Tarot to discuss your weekly energy of the Six of Cups and Wisdom. So this is going to be talking about insights bubbling to the surface tied to your past, and they may seem to be at random, but they are going to guide you through a healing passage that might be the whole theme of your month. So at the end, I'm using Secrets of the Mystic Grove to do your pick a card. So go ahead and set your intention, whether you feel like card 1, 2, or 3 will have a message for you. All 3 if you want. And this is a reading for the general collective. So if it only resonates a little bit, not 100%, that's okay. That's normal. If you would like one all to yourself, I offer those through email, and my Etsy page is linked below. So this week you have the King of Cups in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there is some past trauma that is affecting your decision making and your autonomy and your ability to feel abundant and to be this Empress completely. And there's something, though, oblique about it, like side issue. It's like, I'll come back to that. But it's like there's a stalemate between wanting to forgive and wanting to hold on to your righteous anger. Having a sense of what this is, defining who you are, and wanting at the same time to be free of it. But then if you're free of it, then the expectations are higher. And there's a safety in whatever this is. So there's a pull and a retreat at the same time. And so with the reverse King of Cups, though, there is a cold person who played some kind of role in your past. Distant, manipulative, passive-aggressive, someone who was not in touch with their own issues. And so with the reverse Ace of Swords, though, it feels like that's not the main player. That's like the obvious. So like when the therapist asks you about your pet, your childhood or whatever, you immediately go to this most obvious person. And I feel like the insights you're getting, the issues that are bubbling up to the surface, can't be explained as easily by that person. It's like, it's more about the resentment you have around someone who stood by or someone who was emotionally absent in some way. And so there's an obstacle to seeing the whole picture. It's like we have our target, our laser of blame targeted at one person, and it's like there's some unaddressed feelings about something in the environment around that person. Or there's a sense of not going back far enough. Like if I tie it to food, because that's just what's on my mind lately. You can go back to where you first started self-medicating with food around a certain age, and then it's like, and that's it. You can go back to a point, and that feels like the start of it, but it's like if you ask another question, but what about further back from that? What about me being a picky eater earlier? And that's just like, it's a simple, stupid example, but it's like, you can go back to what seems like the obvious thing, but then behind that, in the shadow of that, there's something, a prior, it's like it begins, the root goes deeper than you thought, or spreads out more distantly than you thought. So with the Empress and the Six of Cups, there's an opportunity to listen to these insights you're getting and address an issue that's skated by as not the main one. And so it shows you, with the Empress, claiming your feminine power. And you don't whether you're a man or a woman, we all have this feminine power, this feminine energy to harness for creative purposes. And that's what the ultimate goal of this healing is. To claim that feminine power for yourself. Or to reclaim it. To step into it. To dress yourself with it and cloak yourself with that instead of the pain. Let me tune into Sagittarius. Card 1 for Sagittarius. Council. Group meeting advisors. So it's telling me that this might be actually pretty heavy and to not go it alone. And you might need a team, whether that's your spiritual advisory team, whether that's like a therapist, friends, family. But this can be a dark, shadowy place to go into, and you might need either advice or the perspective of other people who are there. All right, card 2 for Sagittarius. Confidence, pride, poise, assurance. That's the Empress right there. Card 3. Release, letting go, freedom, and healing. Exactly. Just like I was saying at the beginning. All right, Sagittarius, like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.